Hi, my name's Jennifer Page and I'm the founder of Affinity Academy, which is where we are today. And we're here in Hoddesdon. We've also got a gym in Cheshunt and we are the world's best place to be inspired by movement. And we run classes in gymnastics, cheerleading and parkour. So finding Heart's Growth Hub, I can't remember the initial kind of way I found it. I think I was aware that it was around. I believe there was a lot of information circulated through the pandemic, probably through Broxbourne, through Ambition Broxbourne and the council that was sort of signposting us to other places that might be help. And I think that's probably how I found the Growth Hub at that time. So the support I was looking for was during the pandemic was, pretty much anything that we could get our hands on. I think I had quite a lot of support on how to follow the restrictions and things, but it was how to really look after our people, so our staff and our members and everyone there, and kind of like how are we going to actually bring people back from these lockdowns and bring them back into work. The pandemic was challenging in a lot of ways, so I think following the restrictions and all that kind of thing, we kind of had that one down, but it was more like, how do we keep our teams of people together? How do I then come back from all these various lockdowns? It was mainly about how to treat people and how for us to come back stronger. The main help I had one-on-one sessions with Karina at the Growth Hub. We worked in, I think it was actually the third lockdown, it was about a year ago, and about how to bring our teams back together. I think that was the point that I was mainly concerned about, was that we were going to then reopen again. But everyone had been through a winter lockdown and was all in kind of different places, so it was like, how do we best bring people back together and actually get us ready to go back to work? I think at the time we were quite concerned about, well, do people want to come back to work and how is that going to go, and all the challenges we know we're going to face, like building that up and leading that strongly was one of the main types of help I had. I think we've done some of my team as well, have done some of the sort of courses and things available as webinars. Well, she's awesome, by the way. But yeah, I think we had a couple of sessions on Zoom where we literally, I think I brought her probably a whole load of challenges and she went, okay, you need to do this, which was just really helpful and just kind of that clarity and that support as well, because it was really hard trying to deal with all these challenges also from like my house with none of my colleagues around and everyone in all their different places. So it was a lot of kind of moral support as well as actually going, well, what are the challenges and what can you do? So she put together plans of how I bring everyone back to work, which actually wasn't by bringing everyone together, it was by grouping them into different groups. Because here within our team, we've got a lot of different sort of groups of people. We've got young people that work for us, we've got older people that have families that were obviously homeschooling during the pandemic, we've got full-time staff, we've got part-timers. We've got a really kind of diverse group of people, which is really brilliant. It's a strength of our team, but it was then challenging because everyone needed something different. So what Karina did was she actually structured our work so that we didn't look at everyone all together. We looked at all the different sort of subgroups between, all the different demographics, and then those that would be coaching class, those that were doing admin, things like that. We looked at it separately. And she helped me put a plan in place for like, what do I do to help bring them back? How do I start the conversations that we need to have about how they're getting on and what they're going to need? I think we did mainly Zoom and things like that. And then Karina was really good at just checking back in with me and just kind of like, I felt really supported, that she was just kind of like, how's it going? Do you need any help, more help? What can I do? That was really, really valuable. So kind of fast forward to now, a year on, we're still using a lot of the things that we put in place back then. Obviously we used this really cool roller coaster technique. It was a really non-confrontational way, actually quite a fun way because it's roller coasters and we like being upside down. So that worked really well. People were able to go, actually, this is where I'm at and this is why. And just that awareness of having that conversation between our teams has really helped our sort of wellness as a workplace, I think. In total, I think now our staff are better able to deal with kind of change and challenge, and kind of still having these sort of subgroups of sort of demographics or different areas of need within the club. That we really continued with, and that's really valuable to kind of not need to talk to everyone together when it isn't relevant, to be able to talk to the different subgroups separately. So we've continued doing that and kind of keeping this conversation going of kind of what do we need and how we're doing. I think we're more resilient as a team now, and it's definitely a much more fun workplace to be in, even from before the pandemic. I mean, without the support of the Hearts Growth Hub, we might still be sat where we were in pandemic lockdown 3, where as a business owner, I think as some of the team here, we were really quite nervous about what was going to happen and feeling quite low in confidence. So I think without the help, we would have figured it out, because that's just what we do. But I think it gave a lot of confidence to know, right, this is how I actually lead this forwards. I think in my own leadership, that really helped me have some confidence and be able to lead rather than going, I don't know what I'm doing next. I think the thing that's really exceeded my expectations is the one-on-one support and just how much the care actually was. Through Karina, I think I had sessions with Wendy as well, and just like they actually really genuinely seemed invested in what I was doing and trying to help support us and help us as a team coming back. The fact that you're here now asking us again how it's been going kind of shows that there's like a real depth of kindness and caring that's really exceeded expectations, and the support that I've had in other areas as well. I would 100% recommend Hertfordshire Growth Hub for businesses looking for help and support.